What's up, guys? I am back. This is going to be different. I usually don't play games, but I don't know what else to do. My phone has run out of storage, so I can't record videos on there. So I can only record videos on here. So the real reason I started training, I'm gonna just get down to it, is when I was younger, I was abused in Vegas. Now I don't like. I used to live in Vegas with. I don't really know what she was to me, but she used to babysit me. Kind of call her my guardian. So she abused me for a long time, about 4 years, and I was still very young. I think I was still a toddler. No, I was still a baby. I was still very very young, like very fucking young, and she would let her boyfriends, I guess, beat on, not I guess, but she would let a certain boyfriend beat on me because during my whole life I've had an abundance of father figures because she couldn't keep her legs closed and she couldn't keep a relationship. Now, no shade to her, right? Because after a while, people who've been in certain situations, you kind of you can't you're not angry at your abusers anymore because of course you want to be angry. Fuck you. You know, you're the reason I went through so much pain and so much trauma, but after a certain point, you kind of just say fuck that. I've let you into my mind for so long and I won't let you anymore. You can't affect me. I've let you cloud my mind for far too long. I've let you take control of my emotions and my actions for far too long, and oh man, I'm not even going to edit this out. I'm not going to. I'm simply not going to. What what I'm really trying to say is I let it all go. Oh my goodness, what is this shit? Hold on. The fuck? Okay. So what I'm trying to say is I remember a certain time where it was the full 9 yards. It was the full 9 yards. Getting thrown across the room, getting my face beaten, getting my head smashed up against the table. Nigga even kicked me in my nuts before, and I was like 6 or 7. Now, from a young age, that of course those were my developing years. Those weren't only precious years, but those were my developing years as a child. And what I remember so vividly is just one day he was asleep, and this woman, she used to work at, you know, a clothing store. I think she used to work at J.C. Penney's or Macy's, I forgot. And I remember standing over him, and I was like, I'm going to kill him. I was going to bash his head in. But you know what the problem was with it? I was afraid that I was too weak and I wouldn't be able to hurt him. I was afraid I was too weak, and I was too weak. I knew if I hit him over the head, I was gonna die because he was gonna kill me. Ain't that crazy? Living in fear in your own house. Every day when I came home from school, see, I have ADHD. When I was a kid, I had really bad ADHD, and I didn't know how to control it too well. And the teacher would have to tell me to sit down a lot, and of course I didn't because, like as a child, you don't really know what that is. I don't even. They had me taking Adderall, which I hate Adderall. If you have ADHD and you take Adderall, get off of it now. Get off of that shit now. It's not good for you. I don't care what they say. Our ADHD does not need to be cured. It does not need to be settled down. It is ours and ours to own. So let's not try to take medicine to dumb it down. That's how I feel about it. Basically, I was afraid that I wasn't physically strong enough to take his life. And I felt like if he woke up, or if he was going to wake up, because who's not going to wake up being hit with a pipe? If he woke up, he would have killed me, and there's nothing I could have done. That was the scariest part about it. Sometimes at school, people would try to bully me. And since I had so much pent up anger at home from getting abused, I would take it out on them. It got to a point where it got so bad where I wasn't allowed on the playground anymore because all I would do was fight. I was just so angry. I was angry at everybody. I was angry at the world. And I promised myself that I would never, ever be weak again. I would never let anybody abuse me. I would never let anybody touch me. Now, my main point is one of the main reasons I train so hard is because when I was younger and I was there, I would get neglected a lot. And that means I wouldn't be around, so I wouldn't be around people that wanted the best for me. I was sexually assaulted. Now, I wasn't raped, nothing, but I was sexually assaulted by somebody that was close to her. Now, I'm not strong enough to tell you how it happened. I'm not strong enough to tell you all the details. I don't even remember all the details since I was so young. I was around like 6 at this time. But, you know, after that, I was on the phone with my girlfriend, and a month ago, I kind of had a realization of what really happened. And to be on some real shit, and I lie to y'all, I cried myself to sleep. I was so distraught about realizing what happened, and there was nothing I could do to change what had happened. But all I could do is accept it and move on, right? And that's exactly what I did. I train so I never get touched like that ever again. That's why I train so hard to become a weapon, become lethal, be strong enough to stop anybody and anything from ever doing harm to me or people that I love. I keep that was my way of smiling and laughing a lot and being nice to other people was my way of coping with my I hate to use this word, but I would say trauma or the way I took the abuse. That's why a lot of people follow me on Instagram. I told them to come and watch this video if they really want to know the reason why I I do the things that I do. You know, a lot of people see me as like, oh, the goofy nigga, or he makes a lot of jokes or he laughs a lot. He can't take shit seriously. It's because I've broke out that habit now. But for a long time I couldn't because that's just the way I dealt with shit. I didn't know how to deal with things I didn't know how to deal with it anyway else than just laugh it off or try to make a joke out of everything. And now that I know it's bad, it was it was it was bad. I would make myself look like a clown a lot. I train so basically I'm going in I'm going what was it, far not deep. I'm going wide not deep. Basically I train so I never get abused and sexually assaulted ever again. And I promised myself that I would become the strongest man in the world, so nobody or again nothing would ever be able to do harm to me or the people I love. Does it make me feel great saying this out loud? Hell no. But I feel like just people just need to know the truth, really. That's why when a lot of people ask, "Oh, bro, how can I get as big as you? How can I get as strong as you?" Can't. I train for a different reason. I train for a different purpose. I train to make sure that I'm always strong and nothing else can ever happen to me like that. I don't train to look good, and I don't train. You know, looking good comes with the benefits. It's like, you know, it's a side benefit of training a lot, but I train to make sure I never get sexually assaulted again. That's basically how my mindset is. That's why I go so hard. Now we're not going to make this into no depressing ass video because I don't like pity parties. That's not me. I don't like pity parties. When I tell you something like this, I want you to see it for what it is, and that's a message and an inspiration for anybody who has been sexually assaulted out there. Just know, I how do I say this without sounding mushy? They don't own you. They committed an act of violence on you, but they don't own you. At the end of the day, you your own person, and nothing that they can do can take away what you are and who you are. Nothing will. Nobody can. And it's straight like that. Straight like that. People who do that shit are fucking sick. And if it's happened to you, just know that ain't nothing they could do or have done to you could take away who the fuck you are as a man or a woman. You will always be loved and you will always be amazing. Trust me. Trust that. Believe that. Always gonna be cool. Always gonna be alright. No matter what. You don't belong to them. They're just sad, pathetic people who unfortunately couldn't control their own sexual urges, so they had to feel the need to commit an act of violence. Because rape and sexual assault, it's not an act of sex, it's an act of violence. But you're not a victim, you're a survivor, right? Because you're still here listening to this video right now. Are you not? You still alive to 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 live and to help and to cherish people and to live your life and to make something out of yourself. So you ain't no goddamn victim, you survivor. You always gonna be a survivor. Never forget that. For as long as you live, never forget that. That's the end of this video, really. Damn. Yeah, I'm tired of these goddamn ads, but this is the end of this video. I hope everybody enjoyed. I hope everybody learned something. My name is Ramon D. Taylor. I hope every one of you have an amazing day. Tell somebody that you appreciate them. Well, without further ado, I'm out.